Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Anime Arcade Podcast. Jeff, it's me. I'm back, and this is episode 10. I'm here with Logan.
Yo.
And Carlos.
What's up?
How's it going, guys? Nice to be together again.
Yes, it's been too long.
We are whole now. We
It's,
can
when
form Voltron.
Right. When I skip one of these podcasts, we go like a whole month without casting together, and it does feel like a long time. It's funny. It's a bi-weekly thing. Maybe someday we'll do weekly.
I hope so. That's the dream, right?
That's the dream.
Look forward to it, eventually.
Well, I was very happy with our cast today. I had a lot of fun talking about this summer season. Seems like we got some good shows, and we just kind of give our first impressions on the stuff we've been watching.
Yep. Chock full of quality stuff.
And some less than quality stuff, but yeah, definitely a lot of really good. More good than bad.
For sure. And that's always a good thing to hear.
So anything else you guys want to add before we go right to it?
Carlos is bad at segues.
Carlos is also bad at reading, despite being a journalism major.
But yeah, I guess you guys can experience that when you listen to the rest of the podcast. Woohoo!
Yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah.
Time for episode 10. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, but I don't know. I actually really liked Watamote. I thought it was a fantastic show.
I thought it was like cute and interesting, and at the very least a more how do you say, precise or like real view of what a otaku girl would kind of look like and act like.
Yeah, it was downright uncomfortable to watch at times because some of it really did ring kind of true. But it was hilarious.
The old high school anxieties came right on back. Thank God for alcohol for killing that.
Yeah. killing the anxiety.
Mm-hmm. Makes crowds tolerable and outside bearable. I should sponsor beer.
No, beer should sponsor me.
If there's any beer labels looking to sponsor anybody, Anime Arcade is open for.
Be like the Dos Equis guy.
I don't always drink, but when I do, it's whatever beer sponsors me.
Nice.
Get a Japanese beer. Get like Sapporo or Kirin Ichiban to sponsor us. There you go.
Hey, I like both of those.
Then we get A, free beer, and B, otaku street cred.
Yeah. Woo!
Absolutely. So, I missed you guys last couple weeks ago.
Who are you?
How's everything going? Yeah, right.
Yeah, how dare you leave?
Yeah, I know. I've been absent, but
It's all good.
I missed you guys. It's been I've been busy, but I'm still trying to keep up with my animes and.
I feel you, dog.
What have you guys been up to?
Freaking just school. That's like been the biggest time sink for me. And then in my spare time, I try to watch as much anime as possible. And I am a fool and have been going real hard at Love Live School Idol Festival, the game.
Yeah, I saw that. I can't believe you did you tier in 2 events now in a row?
The second event ends Monday. So
how are you doing in it?
I was sitting at about 4,200 last I checked. I'm probably in the 5,000s now because I've only played once today.
Okay,
but it's for two cards to idolize. So
Get it?
Yeah, I gotta do it. I'm at
what?
49.
So is it like a card that you particularly like, or
No.
did you just decide you wanted to do it? Like, what's going on with that? What possessed you to to do that?
I don't really know, to be honest. The allure of getting two idolized super rares, I guess. That opportunity.
It's Kotori and Umi, right?
Yeah. So
Weird.
And
yeah.
the last one was Nozomi, so...
I'm not gonna lie, the Kotori card, I'm not normally a huge Kotori fan, but her, like, it's like a kimono type thing.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty nice. I like that card.
Yeah, I saw the idolized version of it, and it looks pretty cool. So
Nice.
I'll be trying hard to get those. We'll see.
It's all I can do to continue my devotion to Maki and tier for her events, because I literally am burnt out until the next event whenever there's a Maki event. So, yeah. I still haven't been able to get back into it since the last one, the military Maki, so I may have even missed one now.
I've resigned myself to only playing that game when I have 50 gems and rolling.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's all I do. Like, I just rolled recently and I got an SR Maki.
Nice. Lucky you. I still haven't gotten one, just the ones that I've tiered to get.
It's unfortunate though, because it's a pure, and my pure team's all SRs, so she doesn't even make the cut for the team.
Oh wow. Yeah. So yeah, School Idol Festival sounds like fun.
Indeed.
Can you tell? Can you tell how fun it sounds by our voices?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Right.
Fun is a relative term, I suppose. How about you, Carlos? What have you been up to, man?
Same as him. School. I'll never take a summer school course again. This was a silly and stupid idea. It's a condensed semester, so all I've been doing is homework.
Yeah, of course.
And when I don't do homework, I cram in as much anime as I can, and in between I play just a lot of Concole because I'm not gonna mess up on an event again like I did last time.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much the same as Jeff. Just substitute School Idol Festival with Contact Collection and my summer.
Nice, man.
Exciting times at Anime Arcade.
Just living life to the fullest.
Yeah. What about you, man? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I don't know, really, to be honest. Like, I don't know where my time is going, but I have a new girlfriend, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's where all the time's going.
Yeah.
Work, and I am trying, like, in my free time, I'm trying to cram as much studying in as well. So that's been what's made it so hard for me to actually to get time into anime and game lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been good though. I'm doing well.
Nice, dude. Good to hear it.
Yeah. So this season, though, I don't know how you guys feel about it so far. I'm like kind of on the fence.
I am really enjoying it. There's, I think, a lot of really good shows out there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think.
I might be bad at drafting.
I
don't know.
think you are, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think you are.
Yeah.
No, you didn't do too bad.
Well,
He got a couple of quality shows in there.
couple.
Yeah, but
Well, to be fair, there's one that I haven't started watching yet, but
is that Quality of Code?
yes,
Yeah.
I haven't started Quality of Code.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know what
sorry.
you guys have heard about it.
I haven't touched that one either.
It's I tried watching the first episode and I didn't get through it, but hey,
Yeah,
good luck,
it's
man.
Dumpster fire, huh?
Well, it's just it's another.
Hey, dumpster fires keep hobos warm too.
They have their place in the world.
Nice. My first the show that I really started with was Sweetness and Lightning, because Carlos had spoken highly of it when we were drafting.
Yeah,
And I think it's really cute. Not anything that's blowing me away, and I'm not really huge on the whole food trend. But it's definitely one of those shows. Like a while back, I wrote a post on the site about shows that just make you happy on a bad day, and this is definitely one of those shows for me.
Oh yeah,
it just makes me smile. That like the little girl, I forget her name now.
Sumugi.
Yeah.
Sumugi, yeah, she's adorable. Kotori's adorable. It's just it's just a happy, fun little show.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I would say that the show is blowing me away. The amount of adorable is off the charts, and I was not expecting to cry during the first episode, but when I reached the end, there I was, tears.
yeah.
I think it's just a phenomenal show so far, at least.
I definitely got a little misty in the first episode. Just something about that father-daughter dynamic. It's touching. And there's little things too, just like the little details they put. Like there was one thing in episode 2 where she like bends down and she sees Kotori's name on the like bottom of a chair, and it's just little things like that. That's just like that's adorable, and they don't really go anywhere with it, but
no,
it's just in her face. Sumugi's facial expressions and her voice, like her voice actress, is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Sweetness and Lightning has been a pleasant surprise for me. And I don't know if I'd say surprise because, like I said, Carlos recommended it. But have you been watching it, Carlos?
Oh, absolutely.
How does it hold up?
Oh, it's great.
The manga?
It's pretty much shot for shot of the manga. I actually saw, I want to say, and don't kill me if I'm wrong, I think it was Viz Media did a tweet where they showed a part of the anime, and then it transitioned in the manga so smoothly. I was like, yeah, it's pretty much shot for shot of the manga. It's
Nice.
it's a great show. It's holding up really well, and like you guys pretty much said it the best. It's super cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would you say, because I actually actively was thinking about that while I was watching the show and wondering whether it's more touching in the manga or in the show, because like you don't obviously have the voice actors and actresses in the manga, and while you have the dialogue, there is a certain charm just to that cute voice she has. So I like, what do you think about that? Do you think are you enjoying it more? Do you think it's cuter, sweeter?
That's a good question. I guess it's equal to me, but that's only because I'm the oldest of several, big old Mexican family.
Yeah.
And I can recall a time, especially for my younger sisters, when they had a really cutesy voice. So when I'm reading the manga, I substitute in my younger sisters' voices and, kind of recall a time when, they'd come into my room and play Halo and listen to Metallica with me when I was a teenager. So, but then you hear it and you watch it in the anime, and it's kind of like seeing it all over again, because now it's a little Japanese girl's voice, and Kotori's a Japanese teenager's voice. So it's kind of refreshing to have the anime, because it's like, again, like seeing it all over again.
Yeah. What about you, Logan? Anything else? What else have you been watching?
Let me think. So one show that I picked for this season was Tales of Zestiria the X, because I had played the game and seen the OVA that came with the collector's edition, and it was,
this is the Ufotable show, right?
Yeah. So I was really excited for it, and it more or less looks really good, but I do, as someone who has played the game and seen the OVA, have a lot of questions about the directing in the show and why they're doing what they're doing, because the first 2 episodes are not from the game at all, as far as I'm aware, and they're fine. I mean, I think that the writing is good. It's just puzzling as someone who has that foreknowledge of what the story's about, to see them just go off on this different, story, essentially. And it kind of has rendered the OVA that came with the collector's edition kind of useless. Which,
interesting decision.
Yeah.
Is it a 12-episode show?
12 or 13. Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
So, and I guess they're going to be tying in another one of the games later on. So it's good. It's good. It's fine. It looks really good, but I'm just a little confused.
How many episodes of that is that already?
3, maybe 4.
I have to catch up. I watched the first episode, and you were right. I think we talked about this last cast, and I was surprised how dark it was.
Yeah, it was very dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's one thing that I don't like is what they've done with Alicia's character in like the game and the the OVA. Not to harp on that. She was much more kind of upbeat and kind of a more positive character, while still having that kind of tinge of sadness to her. But like in the anime so far, she's just seemed kind of just desperate and just broken.
I mean, after the first episode, I'm
it
like,
makes sense.
After the first episode, I'm like, this girl's gonna have PTSD.
Yeah. It's really brutal.
Yeah, it really is.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess only time will tell, really. But it looks good, more or less. There are a couple moments of PS2 level graphics, but
Oh, are you sure? Because PS2 is really bad.
yeah, really bad. There's a part in episode 2 where Saray, the main guy, is running across some rocks, and they do not look good. They look like,
Oh God.
yeah, like PS2 textured rocks. It was really good, real good.
Hey, PS2 was good for its time, man.
Yeah.
Well, I remember thinking when the PS2 came out that there's no way graphics could get any better
Yeah,
than this.
yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I recall.
It's funny how we adjust to the times. Yeah, so Zestria, that's I don't know. I wasn't expecting much. I figured that what you're basically saying is what I expected. It's probably going to be really gorgeous, and maybe not the greatest show, but that disappoints me that they'd go off track from the game.
Yeah. It's not what I was hoping for, but we'll see, I guess.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Carlos?
My favorite show this season, and I can say it at this point. So far, my favorite show has been 91 Days.
You're crazy.
It's so good.
You're crazy.
It is so amazingly good. For those who don't know, it's a mafia drama, and it is incredibly dark. It starts out kind of perfectly. Like it's think. Have either of you guys seen? I guess Man on Fire?
No.
Or Taken?
No.
Yes.
Okay, so those are both revenge flicks where
Yeah.
something happens to the main character and he goes and gets revenge. It's like a revenge flick meets a mafia drama because in the beginning, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it because it's so good. Something happens to the main character when he's a kid, and then it fast forwards to I think 10 years in the future, maybe less, and now he's a young man, and it's the Prohibition era. What do you call it? So, booze is illegal.
Uh-huh.
And he goes through, and you're thinking, okay, well, maybe he's going to be like a mobster or something like that. And he does, and he starts to he gets his buddy who's a whiskey distiller to make and he makes some really good booze or whatever. And he gets him to get in cozy with his family, and they go out, and he does his first hit. I won't tell you how it goes, but then he betrays somebody, and it's so good the way it goes down. I mean, it starts out with an execution. Like, one guy in the Familia that he's getting close to is about to execute this other guy, and the guy's saying the act of contrition in Japanese, which I didn't know they had. It's a Catholic prayer, and shoots him execution style, and then he turns around, and there's the main character. Bam! Shoots him right in the stomach.
Ooh.
And it's so I'm so on the edge of my seat, waiting to find out what's going to happen next.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not watching it, you are way doing yourself a disservice. It's so
Wow.
good. And the main character reminds me, if you've ever seen Code Geass, of Lelouch. He's like the anti-hero, because you want him to get his revenge, but at the same time you're like, dude, you need to scale this stuff back. You're kind of murdering people.
That sounds good. That sounds really good. I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to have to put that on my queue.
Watch that one. It's so good.
Nah. I'll pass. But I'm glad you're enjoying it.
It's fantastic.
Kind of segueing from the darkness, we're going to go into just a moe slice of life one.
Also good.
Yeah, also really good. It's called This Art Club Has a Problem. It's I'll say it's not the greatest. I think it's definitely, kind of an average show.
What? I love this show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's good, but like compared to a lot of the other stuff from this season in particular,
If you're doing that, then yeah. But I mean, it's like for a show that's like for what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
great. It's great. Yeah, like I can't even. I'm drawing a blank on comparisons now, but it's a club show and it's a comedy with a little bit of romance. And the main guy's hilarious because all he wants to do is draw the perfect 2D waifu, and the girl obviously has a crush on him, and it's just constant disappointment for her. Which is great.
Yeah.
But have you seen the most recent episode 3?
Yeah, with the
blonde.
yeah.
Colette's best girl in that show, hands down. She's so funny.
I really like the main girl, and I feel so bad for her, but I really like her.
Yeah, me too.
I don't understand why every painting she has is apples.
It's apples. I'm sure we'll figure that out. But yeah, no, it's good. The comedy's really good. But
I will admit, like, if I'm making a list of anime for this season, yeah, it's probably middle of the pack.
Yeah.
But for what it does and like how it like it's a nice relaxing show for me, I think it's great.
Oh,
I wouldn't call it average at all.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it makes me smile, and that's that's important. So
it's hard to compete with the 2D waifus.
It really is.
Have you seen the there's a bit, Jeff, in episode 1 where he paints a waifu and she gets really mad at him and she punches a hole through the canvas into the waifu's face. There are so many memes and pictures on the internet of someone doing of like another like waifu like from Love Live or whatever, and like and the girl punching a hole through that face.
Yeah.
Like
I saw someone had styled her as Rem from ReZero, and it was Amelia on the canvas.
On the canvas, yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's a good show. It's good. It's good. It's fun.
That's funny.
And it's a nice kind of reprieve from kind of the more heavy shows, like maybe one that you're watching, Jeff.
Yeah. 91 Days sounds pretty heavy too. I don't know if you're referring to Orange.
I am indeed.
If I would consider that heavy, I mean, there's definitely some stuff that could potentially be coming in that show that is going to be heavy, but I'm hopeful for it. But I don't want to get into spoilers on that. The show is really good. The first episode kind of bored me a little bit, but 2 and 3 have gripped me. It's, the girl is sending letters to her past self in order to prevent some of the regrets that she had in the past, and I'm not really entirely clear on how she's sending these letters or how she's even receiving them. Did they explain that?
If her future self knows that her past self is getting them.
Right. Yeah, exactly, because they haven't really said anything. Yeah,
I like the show, like you said, but I have logical issues with it. Not just, time travel. I'm willing to say fine. It's anime. But I don't want to get into spoilers. But okay, so she's got something in her future that I'm not sure why she would not want to have.
I know. I do agree.
Yeah.
Because she it seems kind of like a destructive thing to do.
Yeah.
For sure, but.
Well, let's call a spade a spade. That's kind of a dick move.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I think that the reason that she sends the letter into the past has to do with due to the events of them reading his letter.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
And it's not necessarily that she wants her future to change. I'm sure she's happy with her future and what she has, but I'm sure that she wants better for him.
Yeah, no, I understand that, and I'm hopeful for that, but I gotta wonder if they're going to, if it does happen, how they're going to end the show, because, you know, granted, you could sit here and argue linear, cyclic, I can't say that word. Cyclic, is that how you say it? Timelines and time streams.
I think it's the diverging timelines. That would be my view.
Well,
but I don't know.
I said I was hopeful, but then on the other hand, I was kind of like, can we just say we're going to have some spoilers about the first 3 episodes of Orange?
You know what? Yeah, let's just get it out there.
Yeah, I'll put a timestamp in the description, so if you want to skip past our spoiler discussion, you can just check that out.
You're the best.
I know.
Thanks, Logan.
Yeah.
So when we had our Back to the Future experience in episode 3, when they're going to visit the black-haired boy, which I'm forgetting his name.
Kakaru.
Do they say they're going to visit him or something? Do they ever actually say that he's gone in that future? Do they say that he's dead?
Yeah.
They do. Okay. Because the thought was coming to me that maybe that is the changed future right there, and he's just not there. But if they do say that, the way that they're doing it, I just have to imagine that is going to be the future even at the end of it.
Yeah, my prediction is that no matter what happens, time doesn't change. But I'm hopeful that it does, and that they surprise me.
Yeah, it's just the way I see it is there's the timeline where he committed suicide, and he's not there,
and it looked like an accident. Apparently.
Yeah. And then there's a completely separate timeline because she has been able to send a letter into the past to her young self that now that future, if, you know, she is able to change things as the younger her, like, it's never going to reach that point again. Because of the stuff that she's already done. Like, it's not going to be the same future. Like, too much has already changed. It's like, kind of like in Steins Gate, like...
It's true.
Every little small thing causes waves.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah, it is kind of touching on that, too. Like, little changes that she's made have affected pretty significantly, like him joining the soccer team. And I can't believe I forgot now. Yeah, you're right. They dig up that box, and I can't believe I forgot that scene.
Yeah.
But... yeah, you're right. I'm really curious to see, because the way they're doing it, are they just going to morph then the timeline and have this girl with her baby not exist anymore? Because that, like you said, that's
I can't imagine why she would want her baby to be dead.
I don't think that I don't think it's going to erase that
exist.
timeline. I think it's just going to, you know, create a parallel timeline with two different realities.
We're
going to have. You know, the 2 teams then, because I would much prefer see her with the orange hair dude.
Yeah. I 100%. I'm like, oh, okay, well, what I hope happens. Here's what I hope that they do change the timeline. I hope that he lives.
Yes.
But I hope, like many teenage romances, because it happens, like you have your first love and then it's over, and then she realizes that she wanted to be with the orange hair guy. They have the baby, so everything is the same, with the exception of black haired dude being alive.
Yes.
Kakaru.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. I do agree with that. I do agree.
Well, I like that idea too, because he committed suicide, or that's what it appears.
Yeah.
And the idea that he was obviously very depressed, and a lot of that may have been due to the fact that he didn't get very close to the other guys, like he didn't join the soccer team, and he seems to already be closer to them than he might have been in the other timeline. So
sure.
that very well could pull him out of whatever depression he was in the first timeline.
It'd be nice if they touched on depression too, because, you know, Japan has a nice little way of skirting around it sometimes.
Big time. Yeah, big time. It's obviously a huge issue because the suicide rates in that country are you know, pretty serious. But not to get things any more dark than we...
No. If we're going on to the next show, it's going to get plenty dark, friend.
You're crazy. The next show isn't dark. The next show is a comedy. But before we
just to wrap it up, Orange is a very pretty show.
Yeah, it looks
gorgeous.
amazing.
The sound, like the sound quality and the music just fits it perfectly. It really is a very enjoyable watch. It's definitely one of the top 5 from what I can see of the season.
The animation just has kind of blown me away with like I don't know how else to put it other than like the realism of character movements and interactions and stuff. It feels completely different than any other show I've ever watched.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's very soft, very that's why I said like to call it dark is kind of strange because it doesn't feel like a dark show.
I wouldn't call it dark, I would just call it heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely deals with some heavy stuff.
Yeah.
But it does seem to have a hopeful tone, so we'll see.
Yeah. It's really good. So definitely give that
onto
one
the
a
darkness.
watch. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Rewrite is not dark.
Rewrite?
Rewrite.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong one.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Crazier.
I actually haven't watched Rewrite. This is all you, buddy.
This is all me. Yeah, Rewrite is it's a key anime. So think Clannad, think Air, think Canon, Little Busters. And I am really enjoying it. It has a lot of the feel of like the first season of Clannad. A lot of the humor. The character designs are great. There are a couple moments of interesting fan service choices that I know have rubbed some people the wrong way. I don't really care, but whatever. But I'm really enjoying it. The story is, kind of convoluted right now, but I'm sure that as we get farther in, things will get explained better. It's a great show. The girls are cute and fun, and it's my kind of humor, so that's all I'll really say about it. But you should definitely give it a watch. It's definitely worth it.
As far as the rest of the season, though, it doesn't sound like, is this even above? We'll say Art Club Has a Problem is middle of the pack. Would this be somewhere in that?
I would put it higher than Art Club Has a Problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll have to check it out.
I would probably put it higher than Tales of Zestiria right now.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah. Carlos, how's your yandere girl?
See, I don't consider her yandere at this point.
Me either. Just
she
a
really,
stalker.
Yeah, I was expecting yandere, and don't get me wrong, I'm not disappointed. I'm loving this show, just loving it because I find the twist of humor in that, because normally it's like stalkery type girls in anime go either full creepy, like everyone thinks they're creepy, or like full cute, whereas this one she kind of like rides the line because no one really knows, well, except for now one girl, if you watch the most recent episode. Oh, actually no, the most recent episode's out today. I actually have to watch it. Yeah, no, it's a great show. Momokuri is how do you put it? It's like a stalker slice of life. Like, that's the best way I could put it.
Yeah.
It's not really a club show since they don't really have, I guess it's a school show.
Yeah. It's a romance with a
twist.
Madly obsessed girl and a cute boy.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, maybe we'll see it get darker.
And
do not feel it's gonna go there.
Yeah.
If it does, I'll be surprised. But I can, like, in the last episode I saw, which they introduced a romantic rival, so maybe, but I sincerely doubt it. Like, there's almost no way. But still, if you're into romance or I don't know, slice of life, I guess, kind of, you'll like this show. I dig it. I think it's funny.
Yeah, sometimes shows will surprise you and just out of nowhere go super dark. So
left turn, yeah.
Yeah. Those are always fun. But speaking of dark, Berserk, which, one of the darker anime I've ever seen. The second season has disappointed me so far. First of all, I'll say the first season of Berserk was a very bad show. I really struggled to get through it until about 3/4 of the way through, when I really did start to enjoy the story. Really took off in a good direction. So I was kind of hopeful that the second season would pick up where that left off. And my problems aren't necessarily with the story so far. They're more with the quality of the show itself. The animation just seems very dirty and choppy and not pretty to look at. I know it's like it's CG, and they try to put this like cell shading, like artsy look to it, but it just looks bad. It's not a good looking show. And there are a couple scenes where you see like hand drawn not animation, but like it's more been like stills, and those look good, but anytime the CG just isn't doing it for me. And I just find like the sound too, there's moments that should be really tense, and whoever the sound director is on this show is not doing a good job, because he's not hitting the punches very well. And the music and the sounds just, they're great on me more than they do enhance the show.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Is there any? Have either of you guys watched any of it?
No. I when you said though, well, going back a little bit, when you started off with the first season of Berserk was not a good show, I could hear and feel people pulling out their earphones and turning us off. So thank you for those of you who are still here who are fans of Berserk and sticking around for after the first 3/4 of the season. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah, I know it's got a huge following, and in the manga, apparently, I know the manga's got an even bigger following. Watching that show, and it might just be because it's an older show. When I watched it, I only watched it about a year ago. It was one of those shows that was really good to hate watch. Like, I found myself watching it with a couple friends, because I watched it with a couple buddies of mine, and there were so many problems and so many things that just bugged me when I was watching it that I couldn't get past it. But like I said, like 3/4 of the way through the show, some stuff happened. It got really good.
Well, maybe, hopefully that's what'll happen with this new season as well for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I hope so. We'll see. But like I said, I mean, it would also, like I said, it's not the story so much that's bothering me. It's they're really dropping the ball. We had talked when I drafted this show that the animation studio had changed, and we wondered why. And I'm kind of, I'm remorseful at the fact that they did that. Because, the Berserk movie was gorgeous, and they did the CG, and I mean, I really thought that came out really well. So I don't know, it's not doing it for me, but that's Berserk.
Yeah, that's too bad, because I know a lot of people had high hopes for that one, and I've definitely heard not great things about it. So it's not my cup of tea, but I had hoped for better for others. Yeah,
it's definitely really dark. Some pretty jaw-dropping things happen, and it's just like, boop, that's done. So, people. There's going to be people out there who like it if they can get past just what I think is pretty bad production quality.
Yeah.
Now can I say, speaking of really dark?
No, you can't. Because the next one I want to talk about is Real Life.
Oh man, I'm really bad at this.
Yeah, you're just the worst.
There's another re-show that you may be talking about.
We'll get to that one.
All right.
Yeah,
Real Life.
Real Life, though. I don't know. I wasn't expecting a ton from this show, to be honest. I had heard, a good amount of things, or a good amount of good things about the manga, and the premise was really kind of super interesting, especially as someone who is, in their mid-20s and would love to go back and redo high school. So I picked it, and man, am I glad I did, because that show, I finished it 2 days ago, because it all released at once. So I was able to finish it before the end of the season, and it is a really, really good show. Really good. I'll save, the full review for later, but if you like romance, if you like comedy, if you like, dealing with kind of some, kind of relational issues that definitely come up in high school, like jealousy and, being good enough, definitely watch Real Life, because it's phenomenal. It's really, really good. I don't know what else to say.
Have you seen a lot of shows that touch on the whole like adult mind going back to a high school situation? Have you? Because I know that's a pretty popular thing, even in Western media.
Freaky Friday.
Oh
yeah, like that Freaky Friday concept.
No.
I have a question. What do we know why they released everything all at once?
Nope, no idea.
Huh.
But there was, it looked great. The final episode did have a couple moments of like, oh yeah, okay, well, budget cuts, but that was just kind of like good looking still frames for a few seconds. But yeah, no, I have no idea why it was released all at once, but I'm okay with it. It gets my thumbs up. I wish more shows would do that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll have to binge it sometime when I'm not holy crap busy.
Yeah.
Definitely an interesting situation there where it just got dropped all at once. I'm really curious why that was how they did it.
I hope when you said dropped, I imagined the director going in with like a stack of just DVDs and dropping them on like a production company's desk and like just like throwing his hands up and being like, "What?"
Yeah, we did. What?
I hope that was the case.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I'm picturing like Shirobako, like one of those scenes where they're delivering the episodes only with a very large stack instead of a little,
one envelope, yeah.
or an envelope.
Yeah, I don't remember what studio did Real Life, but they had to. Obviously they worked on it for like at least the season prior. It's an interesting situation that I wonder if more companies might look into, because I imagine there's still a rush to get everything done. It's probably not a weekly mad dash for getting an episode out. So
right.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this affects how anime gets released.
Definitely, and considering the fact that you said there was a little bit of sketchiness at the end there with the budget.
It was very, very minor.
Okay.
But definitely noticeable. It was like it happened, and I was like, "Huh, okay." But it still didn't look bad. It was just kind of an interesting, just interesting.
Nice.
But yeah, definitely give that one a watch. Totally worth your time, and the characters are great. It's hard for me to pick best girl on that show, but I would probably go with Chizuru, the main girl, because I'm that kind of guy.
We don't know what kind of guy that is until
I know. So you gotta go watch it.
Yeah, we gotta find out what type of guy Logan is, because we don't know him at all.
Right.
Exactly.
We just met him.
If you're interested in the psychology of Logan and his interest in girls, check out Real Life.
And if anyone
go
wants
on
to
Twitter.
give me the opportunity to participate in a Real Life like situation, I will gladly sign up.
Wouldn't we all?
Yeah, exactly.
What do we got next?
Speaking of Shirobako.
Speaking of shows that make me happy, yeah, we got New Game, which is a comedy not in a school show about video game developers, which is interesting. And it's even more interesting in that all of the workers are female, which I think is just fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I didn't know it was going to be taking place outside of high school. And when I found that out, I was very
ecstatic.
Excited. Yeah. And it's great. It's so cute. is so cute. So much fun.
I think the thing that really draws me to it, and what I'm like super hopeful for, is that not only is it just cute, and which it is, and outside of high school, but it seems that they have a goal, and I'm kind of hoping that throughout the show they finish that goal, like kind of like Shirobako. Here's the anime they're gonna do, and by the end of the season, because I don't want to spoil Shirobako, they either do or do not do it.
Yeah.
Go watch Shirobako. Anyway, so I'm hoping that by the end of this season, they'll be done with the game, and there'll be trials and tribulations, etc., for Alba and the other girls of, I forget what the studio is called. Something Jump, right? Or Eagle Jump. Eagle Jump.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm excited that it's a cute show with a purpose.
Yeah, and like the characters are fantastic. Like, I mean, there's kind of a lot of like tropes to be found in the show for sure.
Oh yeah,
but they're all done well and they're all fun. Like Kifumi is best girl for me.
See, I'm surprised because we're swapped here. For me, it's Ko, the boss.
Yeah, the blonde. I like the blonde. I think it's funny that she sleeps at the studio
in her underwear.
In her underwear. That's good. Good for comedy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I love that Hifumi can't speak at all, but she's like a whiz at communicating over instant messaging.
Don't put emoticons on company documents.
Her excuse for being late to work was the best. The food was just so good. Oh man, this show, it's so much fun. I'm excited to. I feel like the her friend that she keeps talking to on the phone. I wonder if she's going to play a bigger role later on down the line.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if because she's going to school, right? She went to college.
So
I wonder if they're going to have like either she's going to drop out, hopefully not, and join them, because that would send a really bad message.
Yeah.
Or if they're going to have like a second season and do like a Shirobako thing where, I don't know, like it's years later, she's graduated and it turns out her degree was in, I don't know, software engineering.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I definitely want more of this show, whatever it has to offer, because it's fun.
Yeah, it's definitely really popular.
Is it?
I mean, yeah, from what I've seen, it's everywhere, and I'm kind of hoping for more. That means that there will be more of it, because I've already seen a figure. There's already a figure out.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
surprised
me.
If
I had money, I might get that figure.
Yeah, I pretty much regulated myself to only Concole and figures I really, really, really want, like the new Cardcaptor Sakura one.
Yeah. Do you know what new game is based on?
According to my anime list, it's based on a manga.
Okay.
So that could be why it's so popular, because it was probably already a really popular manga. Does it say how many? It doesn't say how many chapters are out. Well, that's helpful. So I don't know. I have no idea how long it's been going. Hopefully, this isn't one of those ones where it's like the story is really good, but they decided to release the anime so that we would go out and buy the manga, but we can't because it's not released
not
here.
Available to us.
Yeah. I mean, we can, but we wouldn't really be supporting the artist now, would we?
No, and we're all about that.
Yep.
A show is legality.
A show.
Oh, yeah. We love artists.
Yes,
and
of all kinds.
Artists need to eat too.
Speaking of eating,
oh yeah, perfect segue.
Yeah, you like that? Food Wars is the next show I want to kind of do an impression on. This is the second season. I was a huge fan of the first season. And so I was really excited that we were getting a second season. A little bummed that it's only 13 episodes. And it is definitely more Food Wars. It's great. and they like really just start off right where they left off. There is no kind of easing the viewer back into the world. It is just go, 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 go. Here's the competition. We're continuing it. It's great. I think the animation is still great. Characters are still great. My one complaint is definitely the pace of the show. It feels like since they only have 13 episodes to work with, and they have since I've read the manga, I'm pretty sure I know where they want to get to in the manga in those 13 episodes. The pace is definitely fast. It feels like there's a lot that they're either speeding up or like just kind of glossing over, not giving it its due. But I'm still really enjoying it. It's Food Wars. I don't know, it's great. I love it.
Yet another show on the list.
What?
Just yet another show on my ever-growing list.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is one that I'll probably... I don't know that I'll ever get into Food Wars. I've heard so many good things about it, but I'm sure I'd love it if I started watching it, but the whole food thing, I don't know.
How can you not like food, Jeff?
I mean, I love like Rachel Ray.
I don't know if this is a show for you then.
I used to love Iron Chef. I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's okay. Okay, yeah, it's similar to that. Okay, we're getting there. Now just
closer.
Add, copious amounts of ecchi, and then you're there.
Okay, so Rachel Ray meets Iron
ecchi.
Chef. No, I'm just joking.
No, Rachel Ray, no.
No, Rachel Ray.
No.
I forget the other Food Network chick that I used to watch, but yeah. She was cool too. I liked her, whatever her name was.
Whatever her name was. Whoever you are, you're great. I just don't remember.
Whoever you are out there in the Food Network world. Jeff appreciates you.
Food Network babe.
Nice. 1 and 2.
Well, going from food to I have no segue for this.
Yeah, there's no good.
Yeah, there's no good segue. Anyway, Taboo Tattoo. It's a show that I picked up this season. Have either of you guys been watching it?
Nope.
Okay. It's not good. It's the action in it. I actually will probably surprise some people by saying I actually really enjoy the fight scenes in this show. I think they're pretty well animated. I think the animation, they like add this, granted they do like this weird monocolor thing a lot of the times, but I think that's for ambiance. Like, it gets really serious. So like this one fight, it's like mostly red. And I think that's to evoke emotion, although sometimes it does get a little annoying. But the story is confusing and kind of convoluted. It's basically about a kid who, for some odd reason, we don't know yet, I'm sure we'll eventually find out, his dad's dead, so his grandpa started training him to be a martial artist, and for some reason likes to shout slogans like, your dad was dead because he's weak, and I'm like, well, dude, that's your son, or son-in-law. But anyway, so he defends this guy. I said it in the last episode. He kind of looks like a bum. Gives him this tattoo. Tattoos are used by the United States government to, which was fun. Nice little nod to us. As like a weapon or something like that. It's like a secret weapon, but someone stole them and he got one of them. So a American special op. Girl and guy team. The girl looks younger than she is. Apparently her tattoo makes her look younger. And her name is Bluesy Floozy or something like that. It is the worst. Japan,
what?
If you are listening, and I know you're not, because if you were, you would know that is not a name we use. That is not an
almost as good as the gate names like Pina Colada.
Oh yeah, those are bad too. But still, no, this is worse. Bluesy Floozy, or I think it's like Fudoozy or something like that.
Yeah,
she says
that might be worse.
Wow.
It's definitely worse.
But yeah, her and her partner, they find them because the United States, Japan is in between two major companies. One's the United States, and the other's the Kingdom of something or other. and the kingdom of something or other had a king, and then his twin-tailed daughter decided to perform a coup d'etat, and now she's in charge. So, Twin Tails, if you're into that, she's the bad guy. And the operative, Bluesy, and the other guy, whose name escapes me, are like looking into. See, I don't care about the show enough to care about the main character's name. Looking into the main character's tattoo because it's like the Void. It's called the Void Maker. They said at first it doesn't need a catalyst, but apparently it does need a catalyst to make voids because they want to confuse us. When it makes voids, the void like eats everything, and it could end up eating him they piecemeal the information. Like you'd think they'd give him all the information about this extremely dangerous weapon that's on his hand, but they're piecemealing it. Like, you guys really need to give this kid all the information so he doesn't end up, I don't know, like destroying a city block. And like there's like powers and stuff that keep coming up that are like at convenient times. It's not a great show. I'm considering dropping it, but at the same time, I want to keep hearing them say Bluesy Floozy, even though I hate that name. It's just funny to hear them say it.
I might have to watch it just to hear them say that once.
I think it's episode 2, maybe 1 or 2.
That's pretty good. That's pretty funny.
So yeah, Taboo Tattoo. It is not a good show. The action is interesting, sometimes good. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Well, they can't all be winners, I guess.
We wouldn't have a middle of the pack if we didn't have shows like
or bottom of the pack
too.
Okay, the next one is a Mon Chew, which is one of my picks. Probably the show I was most excited for this season, due to the manga of this one being done by the same author as Aria the animation. It is, first off, an incredible looking show. The art is amazing. And the character designs are really pretty. The humor is kind of, I think, hit or miss for a lot of people. They have a interesting reliance on interesting expressions to convey humor in this one. A lot of just kind of weird looking faces, very cartoony looking faces. But I really do like the show a lot. I think the story that it's telling is an interesting one and can be very heartwarming. As the main girl, she's just moved to the kind of the, I don't know, I don't want to say the country, but kind of not a big city, and she left all of her friends behind, and they're not talking much anymore. So she's just kind of like, she's feeling very alone in this new area, and she finds just kind of like this similarity, or I shouldn't say similarity, just like this closeness with one of these girls who is just very upbeat and very inclusive of her, and she's able to kind of slowly get over the sadness and the regret of losing touch with her old friends. So it's been a good show so far. There's a new episode out today that I need to watch, but
where is that one streaming?
That is on Crunchyroll.
I'll have to pick that one up then.
Yeah, it looks really good, really really good. So definitely worth a look.
Maybe this weekend.
Yeah. And that. So there's 2 more shows that we want to talk about. There's one that I want to kind of save for after, since it's not really a first impression. So let's go ahead and dive into the show that I know we're all pretty big on.
Yeah.
Yay!
Love Live.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it's any
Yay.
surprise if anyone who's listened to us for our first 10 episodes.
Or read
I don't
anything
think
we've
it's-
written.
Yeah, right. We're obviously big Love Live fans. And we got Love Live Sunshine. Well, actually today, as of today, we're 4 episodes in, but
Yeah.
I only have watched up to episode 3. Have you watched 4 yet, Logan?
No, that came out today, right now.
I'm the only one who watched it.
So Carlos gonna have to pretend he did not watch episode 4 while he No, that's cool. But yeah. So as far as with Love Live Sunshine, I was super excited to see this show, and I'm not going to talk anymore because it's Carlos's show. So go ahead.
Oh, no, that's fine. I mean, we can all talk about it, man. I'm sure we're all going to be stepping over each other here.
No, yeah. I figure you should be the one to open it up, though. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's for those of you who are not educated. First, go watch Love Live School Idol Project, and then come back and start listening at this exact point.
Watch 2 seasons and a movie.
Yeah, and a movie, and then come back and we'll talk to you. Anyway, no, Love Live Sunshine kind of picks up where Love Live leaves off. At this point, spoiler, Muse is no more. They are, 3 of their members have moved on to college. The others decided not to continue without 3rd years. Very sad. But a new band in question mark place, not Tokyo.
Yeah.
We'll call it that. Somewhere around Mount Fuji. There is a group of girls, well, one girl in particular, who sees Muse in Tokyo and decides to start up her own school idol band. And we're watching the progression of another gathering of girls for school idols, which is very, very similar to the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really, I mean, the show's super cute. Just, I don't know if it's quite as cute as the first one. The characters aren't really winning me over, at least as much as the Muse characters were, but that would be my big complaint at this time. Would be the, it's like a carbon copy.
Yeah, it's like, it was pretty insane in the most recent episode, 3, because we haven't watched 4, where, they perform their first, concert, just like in the first season of Love Live.
Start Dash!
Yeah, Start Dash, yeah. So, they performed their concert in a, sparsely populated gymnasium.
To be fair, they did change it up at the end of that episode.
They did, and that's, I think, Jeff brought up a good point. Like, during that moment, Dia comes up and says that they owe a lot to previous idols, and
I have so much to tell you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, about what? About the new episode, or
no? About there's a fan theory about that. But
okay,
I will save that. Also, just wait till episode 4.
Yeah. Okay.
My theory though was when she made that point, it's kind of like she said you have all of this to thank for the previous idols and the goodwill of the town, because the auditorium fills up with people, even though it's like pouring rain outside, and everyone's cheering and everything else. And in a way, it seems to kind of parallel the show itself, because I don't necessarily know that if Love Live Sunshine didn't have Love Live to go before it, there would be nearly as many people watching it.
Yeah, and
a lot of people are watching it because of the fans, and I don't know if it's the goodwill of the fans necessarily, but any celebrity will tell you that they appreciate the goodwill of their fans.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, we all, I mean, unless you guys got into it beforehand, but we all got into Love Live from the anime, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, the band has the anime staff and everybody has the fans to thank, because before, I think they started in 2009 or 10, Muse did, as an actual idol group, so they have the goodwill of the fans for the idol becoming a reality, because if they were just a normal idol group, or like a relatively unknown or unliked idol group, they wouldn't have gotten nearly as far. And granted, the idols themselves, because when they started out, they had animated music videos for their songs, and people fell in love with the characters that they'd just seen. They didn't know anything about them, and then they created backstories and stuff like that. So it is really due to the goodwill of the people.
Yeah, that's true. So, and Carlos may now, because he's watched episode 4, have a different take on this, but and Logan and I both agreed that at that moment it almost felt like this is where the shows are going to diverge.
Yeah. Like it was so similar up to that point, but now I think they're going to strike out on their own. Yeah. Don't say anything.
I want to tell you so bad. Yeah. I'm itching to tell you.
So, what do we think so far? I personally haven't landed on a best girl in Sunshine yet. What do you guys think?
I didn't land on a best girl in the original Love Live until well into the second season, but I really like Ruby and I really like Yoshiko.
Mari.
It's joke.
It's joke. Oh man, that meme that I saw
Mari.
on Facebook.
Yeah,
Mari's
no, it's
awesome.
Everywhere.
How to get out of a shitty situation. It's joke.
It's like what do you call it? One of those Saturday Night Live bits with somebody who can't speak English too well. Like that's what it makes me think of. It's joke.
It's joke. Yeah, she's funny. Though, as much as I figured Mari would be my best girl, I surprisingly am landing kind of on Rico as far as I think she may end up being my best girl in this show. She's really cute. She's the red-haired girl who is the composer from Tokyo, which Carlos earlier brought up a point that she's apparently very similar to Maki, which I hadn't considered.
And Umi. She's Maki and Umi's love child.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the characters are like the love child of two different characters.
Yeah.
Like, Yoshiko is the love child of Nico and...
Rika from Love, Chinubi, and Other Delusions.
Yeah.
Nice.
But, no, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying the show. I think it hasn't necessarily found its footing yet, but maybe episode 4 is where it finds that. And I look forward to more.
It just doesn't quite have what the first one had for me, whereas like I loved every character in that show. It was so hard for me to choose a favorite, and this one, just the characters I haven't fallen in love with them like I did in the first show. Because by now, episode 3 of the first Love Live, I was already in love with the characters. So
really,
no.
The episode 3, we didn't even we had 2 instances of Nico by episode 3 of Love Live.
Yeah,
well, I say characters, I loved Hanoka, I loved Kotori, I loved.
We had incredibly almost no contact with Ellie outside of No, and
right,
and Nozomi.
You were made to hate Ellie in the beginning there.
Yeah,
and yeah, it was.
She's best girl, so yeah, time will tell.
And the only time you ever saw Haneo and Rin by episode 3 was Haneo looking at poster, Rin pulling her away from poster.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. So I say fall in love with the characters. I guess I fell in love with the characters who had actually had some screen time, and this one seems to be trying to give all of the characters a little bit of screen time in the first 3 episodes. So maybe it's just that they need a little more time.
Yeah, they'll get their character episodes.
Yeah.
I won't tell you who the next character episode will be, but I know who it is.
Your knowledge is
it's tempting. I want to shout it.
I can tell.
It's eating me.
Okay, well let's kind of segue out of this. So those are our first impressions for all the shows that we are watching this season. But there is one show that we need to talk about a little bit. Well, okay, Jeff, how caught up are you on ReZero?
I am not.
You're not.
Yeah, maybe I should leave the podcast.
No,
towards the end.
Let's not talk about ReZero then. I don't want to.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to cut you out, but
I can leave. That would actually be kind of fun.
No, Jeff. No.
Oh, I want to go. Because unfortunately, Jeff has not watched ReZero.
How dare you?
You guys wanted to have a spoiler discussion, and I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You might have to do that without me, or I need to catch up in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, just catch up on a whole bunch of episodes.
Yeah, easy.
Little spoilers. These are gonna kill you. These next episodes.
Yeah, they're freaking dark.
Brutal.
Wow.
Brutal. Yeah.
Wow. I can't wait to watch this show.
Yeah.
The first 4 episodes I've only seen 4 episodes so far.
Oh my god.
Been really
what are you
good,
doing with your life?
Yeah, obviously not things that's important.
Yeah.
How dare you live your life?
Yeah, how dare you?
Well, I'm obviously not living my life. That's the problem.
Yeah, because you're playing Pokemon Go.
Okay. Well, I mean, no one's living their life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, because the entire world is playing
Sorry,
this game.
that kind of knocks me out of the running of living life too, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of, let me see what's around my house at the moment.
You want me to tell you what's around my house? Rattatas and Pidgeys.
Oh god, that's all I find.
Hey, at this point, those are the best Pokemon to me. There's nothing else. Rattatas and Pidgeys.
No.
No, there's actually a Pidgeotto somewhere nearby.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I found a few Pidgeots on the bus every now and then. It's really weird. But yeah, for those who maybe don't know what we're talking about, what are you doing? Get out from under your rock. Pokemon Go has swept the nation, the world, taken the world by storm, and we are not, immune to the plague, the wonderful disease that is Pokemon Go.
Oh my god, there's a Vulpix in my area.
What? No!
I'm gonna leave.
Get out! Run away!
Okay. No, we should probably podcast.
Yeah.
Podcasting is getting in the way of Vulpix and Pokemon Go. This is unacceptable.
As soon as we're done, I'm gonna run out of my door.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do this quick.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So, what level are you guys?
I'm only level 8. I would have again because of the horrid workload of summer classes. I haven't been able to get out of the house much.
Yeah.
So.
What about you, Jen?
I'm only level 7, and yeah, I haven't really gotten to play all that much. I have a collection of very, not so uncommon Pokemon. Like, I have a Tangela and a
really?
What is it? Is it Jolteon?
Jolteon?
The Eevee.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I just evolved my Eevee into a Jolteon, and I named him Cheddar.
Cheddar.
I don't know. It's the first name that came to my mind. Okay.
Yeah, I evolved my first Eevee yesterday, and got a Vaporeon that I named Aquasama.
Nice.
From in reference to Konosuba.
Nice.
She is my goddess. She's my strongest Pokemon. At 1345 combat power.
I'm so jealous.
Oh. Yeah. Wow.
My highest is Force 37. It's a gold bat that I caught in San Francisco.
Nice. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I went to San Francisco thinking, yay, rare Pokemon, and the rarest I got was just an upgrade of a goddamn Zubat.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video online of all the mob of people walking into the middle of that 6-lane highway to catch a rare Pokemon that was out there?
Oh my god.
It was hundreds of people walking into the middle of the highway, stopping traffic to catch a Pokemon.
Yikes.
Have you seen there have been pictures and videos of the mass of people in Central Park?
Uh-huh.
Just a mass of bodies. I've been to Central Park, and there's, usually a decent amount of people there. But, that was, wall-to-wall humans trying to catch Pokemon.
Yeah. By the way, I'm level 17.
Wow. Yeah, you blew us out of the water. Well, the important part is we all joined the right team.
Yeah, Team Valor.
Team Valor. Yeah,
Valor.
And every Mystic and every Instinct just pulled their earbuds out. So to the people who like Berserk and who also like Team Valor, we thank you for staying with us.
The one person who's still listening to us right now. Thank
you. We appreciate you so much. As all the Mystic people leave us 1-star reviews.
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay. Well, let's wrap things up. Speaking of reviews, we do have a 5-star review on iTunes that we are going to read on here from Sleepy Ayu, which I am thinking is probably Ayu from the Utaku Spirit forums.
Hooray!
So thank you for that. It says, this is the second anime podcast I felt I could honestly give a 5-star review. All three of you do a great job talking about anime in an interesting and constructive way. I feel like a lot of podcasters tend to not respect that their listeners may not see eye to eye with them. I hate hearing shows get bashed regardless of whether I myself enjoy the show or not. It's a breath of fresh air hearing people just talk honestly and passionately about anime. I found every episode so far to be both fun and informative. Thanks for being awesome, guys. I can't wait to hear more epic stuff in the future. So thank you, Sleepy IU.
Sleepy IU. Thank you very much.
And I'm really, really sorry that I bashed Taboo Tattoo now. I just don't think it was very good.
You said the action sequences were good.
Yeah.
So and
Silver Light.
You got me interested just based on that name. So I'm gonna have to go listen to it just to hear Bluesy Floozy or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. There's gonna be fans of everything, regardless. You know, I mean, there's been tons of anime that I, call them guilty pleasures or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, I love that everyone else seems to hate. So, I mean, if we dislike something, I just hope we try not to be too negative on it. And
except if you're High Fury, that show.
I like that show.
And we just lost our one listener.
Way to go, Logan.
No problem, guys. If you would like to leave us a 5-star review on iTunes, we will read it on the podcast. If you have questions that you would like us to answer, feel free to contact us on Twitter at anime_arcade, on Facebook at facebook.com/animearcade. You can email us at mail.animearcade@gmail.com. And you can also follow us on Instagram. I forget what our Instagram is. Carlos.
_anime_arcade.
Okay. And I think that does it for this week, guys. Let's go catch some Pokemon.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait.
Team Bella.
Later.
Peace.
I'm just going to check what's around.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to open mine up.
My girlfriend's not coming home because I told her I'm still recording, and she's driving around collecting Pokeballs right now.
Nice.
Well, she waits for me to finish recording.
Okay.